nobody's saying he didn't. What Drake, I believe, is saying is the business did something in this moment that directly
to make it bigger,
tarnish my brand.
Not only that, but I have contract. You think that Beyonce's home would be allowed to put a picture of Beyonce's home would be allowed on DSPs with sex offender marks above it?
Come on, bro. And
these are things that happen, and we're not paying attention to that. We thinking it's just a battle. I'm more than positive that the biggest artist in his world has some language in his contracts where what the DSPs did with that photo was definitely against his contract.
Yeah.
I'm more than positive because again, this is big. This is $1 billion business.
Yep.
This is not the average artist. This is the biggest artist in the world. One of the biggest artists in the world. One of the three, him, Taylor, Beyonce, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
that's the real big three.
That's the real big three. So we want to talk big three.
That's the real big three.
This is big three business that we are now seeing. This is a big three war that we're seeing right now. This is what happens when one of the big three decides, yo, the labels did some bullshit and I'm gonna make them pay for it.
Imagine if Biggie Smalls would have sued Tupac for saying that he effed his wife. Imagine if Nas would have sued Jay-Z. Imagine if Jay-Z would have sued Nas. Drake suing this record label and not Kendrick Lamar. It's kind of reminds me of how like 6ix9ine did when he went on the stand and pointed the fingers at the Bloods and he was like, they tried to kill me. They effed my wife. They effed my girlfriend. We done seen Drake beef with Pusha T. We done seen Drake beef with other people before. We done seen the back and forth. We done seen the whole nine, right? But some people are calling this a power play on Drake's behalf, right? Because Drake has the potential to make billions and billions of dollars and so-called break up the music industry and then ultimately open the door for the smaller rappers, the more talented rappers. But is this really true? In this video, we're going to discuss how this Drake lawsuit against Universal Music Group is going to impact hip-hop as we know it. And potentially, could this put Drake's life on the line? So we already know anybody that goes up against the music industry, right? We've seen it time and time again. Anybody that goes up against the music industry, you know what I mean? They have their life on the line for that shit right there, right? They either knock them off or they silence them or their career is never ever what it is or what it was before, right? So here we have Drake suing Universal Music Group, not Kendrick Lamar, saying that they did tactics that were, you know what I mean, unethical, using bots and fake plays to make Not Like Us really take off and become the track that it is today. You know, I'm sure they do that for everybody and all kinds of big artists. This ain't nothing new. They've been doing this shit for Drake and all this time. But, you know, needless to say, though, you know, he's suing them and saying that this is defaming his character and so forth. And, you know, from the sidelines, a lot of people really feel like this is really taken away from Drake's legacy and all this. But, you know, these people don't care about legacy. They care about money and getting more money and more money. And this is probably why, you know, Drake and UMG has been at odds for a little while now. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is just business right here. You know what I mean? This is like how Diddy did with Ciroc and all them, right? And then we've seen all the stuff start getting leaked out. I wouldn't be surprised going forward if we start seeing shit about Drake getting leaked and more shit like that coming, because they're going to yank this motherfucker down. You know what I mean? But if he does win this lawsuit, right, he stands to win, what, billions of dollars, right? Billions of dollars from this $1 billion record industry that he's in and the record label and so forth, right? So, you know, we all know personally that Not Like Us is a better track by itself, right? Naturally, if you just hear that shit, you know, that's just better than any of them diss songs that Drake put out or anything like that. But the kicker is, you know, Drake talked a gang of shit about Kendrick in the songs that he was dropping, dissing him, talking about his, you know, his baby wasn't even his and all kinds of shit. You know, he was cool. He was cool with the back and forth until he lost, right? Once he lost, then he want his revenge. This like a motherfucker going and getting a gun and coming back and shooting you in your face right here. You know what I mean? But this is big time. This is big time money they talking about. Big artists. You know, and there hasn't been a lot of artists, right, that really have gone against the music industry as we know it, other than like Prince and Michael Jackson. And we see they both got killed and knocked off, right? Diddy went against the Rock. Now Diddy's exposed, and now he's in the slammer right now. You know what I mean? Begging for a motherfucking bond on Thanksgiving. Up in there eating that motherfucking nasty ass cranberry and turkey and all that nasty shit they feed you in that jail. Ugh, that is, you know, you would be deceived if you seen a jail menu. You would think this is at like a 7-star resort, hotel, 10-star resort, whatever, right? You think this is gourmet meal, way they worded and shit, but you see that slop come out that tray slot, you'd be like, man, life, this is what it's been reduced to. But this ain't even what this is about though, right? We talking about this Kendrick Lamar, we talking about Drake, you know, personally for me, I know these motherfuckers just care about money. That's all it is, right? But this is going to impact hip hop as we know it forever, right? Because now when motherfuckers do diss tracks and say certain shit, record labels are going to want to halt the motherfucking, the song going out there, right? They're not going to want to be pushing shit out there where now this motherfucker starts feeling like a hoe. He's going to go sue and try to get some money, because that's usually what motherfuckers do. You know what I mean? Lawyers can sue about any and everything. All they need to do is find an argument to go in. They ain't worried about the truth. They trying to find an argument they can go in there. You know, they blood suckers. You know what I mean? And Drake is dealing with, his whole team must have felt this was a power move. You know what I mean? He's got a team around him. They moving militant, right? And they felt like this was a smart move to do, to sue the record label and all that shit. They think it's smart. They think he's gonna be safe and so forth. So, you know, time will tell, but, you know, it's a whole move no matter what. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, for a motherfucker being of the culture right here, you know, rules, regulations. But at the end of the day, as we always talk about on this channel, rules, regulations, who the fuck follows that but old ass dinosaurs? You know, this is a new age, new day. These motherfuckers have nothing, no worries about integrity, none of that shit. They just want to make more money, more money. That's all this is. This is a business play to make more money. Who cares? Who cares? As long as they make the money, they don't care, right? They don't care. But, you know, old motherfuckers like me, we done seen hip hop get destroyed though. Over the years, this shit just keeps getting destroyed. And here comes motherfucking Drake with a motherfucking hammer and a nail. He nailing nails into the coffin of hip hop right here. And we just sit back here watching this shit with our opinions and shit, right? All we got is our opinions. We can't even sway, mood, change, and then all we got is this motherfucking opinion, right? And this is my opinion on this situation right here. But yeah, I definitely see this impacting hip hop for a long time to come right here. Whole move on motherfucking Drake's part. But I'm sure probably he might win. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. So let me know. You think Drake gonna be safe and sound? You think anything gonna come from him pushing against the music industry? What y'all think? And what y'all think? Y'all think this is a solid move based on the business tactics of Drake? You know what I mean? Knowing that he done lost this right here. Are y'all like me? Y'all think this is just a whole move because he lost and now he wants to one up his, you know, Drake done did it all, right? He done hit everybody's wife, female, had every girlfriend female he wanted, got all the money, bought up all the famous rappers, jewelry, all this shit right here. And now he want more money though. It's not good enough. He lost the battle. Your motherfucking integrity as a man has been compromised. Probably a minor, you know what I mean? Come on now, you know what I mean? Shit. If I see some shit come out about Drake, I ain't gonna be one bit surprised. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And you know how we do it. We hit that like button before we get up out of here, because we watched this whole video and we share a little bit of energy with me. We gonna give me that little like, right? I appreciate y'all. Hit that sub button too. I'm back around next round.
Hey, look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court. Order in the court.